Hello and good morning, folks and ladies. Your Tuesday does indeed start here. So, I actually got a lot in this update. Last week was a little bit of waffle, but this week I have actually got some decent things going on and some really decent information for you guys. So, let's roll back to last week. Now, I had, start the week on a low, I had a letter come through in the post, and I was like, this can't be a good thing. And I could see, through the little slit on the envelope, Met Police. I was like, right, here we go. So, this letter was basically, wasn't worth reading. It was just an absolute waste of my time reading it, but what they were basically saying is Met Police were saying that they've seen my Jaguar at and around meets in London on a said date in January, which would have been head turners, I would have imagined. And they have said that they have seen me doing all this sort of ridiculous, dangerous driving and all this other sort of stuff, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I've never heard of something so pathetic in my life. And they've asked me on the letter if I would no longer attend meets. Thank you for your advice, Met Police, but I will politely decline, respectfully as well. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to live my life. And quite frankly, don't send me letters harassing me when I've done nothing wrong other than attend and get content. So yeah, that was how my week began. Thanks, Met Police. Leading into the week, yeah, not a lot did happen. Obviously I've been away at my family's at the weekend, and you know what, I didn't do a lot and it was quite nice, but we have got quite a lot of things coming up, so let's get into this week. So first of all, this weekend is Coombe. So I am at Coombe with Revamp, exciting times. And we are going to be walking around. I'm going to be spending the whole day showcasing all the cars, all the stands, or as many as I can, and everything else in between that goes on there. So that is summer action. I'm keen for that. So if you're going to summer action, give me a message, give me a shout out, whatever you want. And I'll definitely come round and get your car, yourself, whatever you want on film, as long as you behave yourself. That is all good. So obviously that's coming this weekend, and it does leave my weekend with a free day. So we might have something else coming on the Sunday. I'm not really 100% sure yet. I might just be sleeping because I'll be tired as anything from Saturday. But the weather's looking good for Saturday, which is awesome. Well, as I was saying, the weather is looking awesome for the weekend. As you can probably tell, I've left my suction mount somewhere at home. I come out this morning in a rush and it's not in my bag, so you're on my clamp, which obviously isn't doing a very good job of holding on to the dashboard at the moment, and it'll probably come off again in the video. So yeah, Coombe this weekend. I've got a free day, might do some urban exploring. You know, I don't really know, might go to a meet if I'm feeling cute, who knows, but that is coming this weekend. Now, broadly speaking, we've got a few other updates coming along. Now, not really for this week, but I think they're just worth mentioning this week to kind of set the ball rolling. So, there's a few things happening. I guess it is this week. I am finalising a location for breakfast meets. Now, I always had a natural gift in of organising events, running them well, you know, everyone having a good time and everyone being involved, you know, and that's how that previous page that I was on grew so well. So I want to do that again, but it's, you know, things have changed. I've definitely matured a lot within the car scene, and like I said, unfortunately, all those that love the Mexico, all that sort of thing, I do love it, I do respect it, I do enjoy attending it, but that is not something that I'm going to be, you know, involved with organising anymore. So all the things that I do, what I do, oh my gosh. So all the things I do when I organise these events are going to be legit. Now, you know, if this breakfast meet that I'm going to be hosting becomes successful and grows exponentially, then that will be something I'll be going down and following through. you know, and if it gets to a point where I can charge and make money from a large monthly breakfast event, I can then actually spend the money and maybe start doing proper, decent, larger scale events, which is always the dream, but never really happened. So that is sort of the goal, is not to sit here and make millions of money, but is to make another alternative for car enthusiasts to go to that is within the realms of the law. And yes, police, I am doing things within the realm of the law on private land with good behaviour. So some of you might think, oh Lewis, you're being boring. No, I'm not being boring. I'm offering something to the car community which is going to actually be beneficial and decent, you know, and you know, I'll still be attending all those sort of, you know, Mexico, whatever you want to call it, burnout, drifting meets and things like that. But you know, it just isn't going to be me organising that myself, because you know, I could have grown up a bit and it's just not worth it. So yeah, coming on to the breakfast meet. I'm going to be doing a breakfast meet once a month, probably, this is probably, just trying to sort of land out, which, as everyone knows, is very difficult. I'm going to be doing that from June. Now, I'm super excited for that. The place we're going to is quite small, so, you know, these meets are going to start off quite small, but if they get to a rate where they're getting continuous people coming down to them each month, and they get to a place where, you know, we're hitting up like Haynes numbers and Queen Square meets numbers, then, you know, we will progress it more and more and more. And so I've got 4 freaking awesome summer link ups over the next 4 months, so June, July, August, September. The first one next month is going to be down in Dorset. You're all welcome to come down to that. Please jump onto the Instagram to see the details about what's going on with that event. It's just going to be a good vibe, decent cars, decent views, a cruise across the southwest coastline on a beautiful evening over the Jubilee weekend. So obviously please check out about that and get involved. If you can't make the Dorset one, come to the others. There's going to be one in Bristol, there's going to be one in Somerset, and there's going to be one in Wales. So there's plenty of chances for you to get along to one of those summer cruises this summer. Yeah, just to mention, don't use the GoPro clamp on your sat-nav in your Peugeot partner or your Citroen, whatever it is, because it keeps coming off. I've just lost my stride. I was chatting well. So back to the conversation in hand. So yeah, I want to build something from these car meets. I know we're beginning next month, so it is a big update. I'm really excited for it. You guys are going to love it, and there's been a lot of interest shown already for people that want to come and attend a decent organised breakfast meet by myself. Now, this breakfast meet that I will be doing initially is going to be on beautiful private land. There's a lake, there's a farm. It is beautiful. There is also food on site for everyone. There's no entry fee. You know, you're not going to be charged to have to pay anything to come in or to park. You literally just turn up, and you know, if you want to eat, you want to eat. If you don't eat, you don't eat, sort of thing. Unleashing all 100 horsepower, yeah. Now the car's going to go up my ass behind me. Ah, there we go. Right. Yeah, so check out those breakfast meets, come on down to them. I'll update you when they're coming in June. Now that is going to be exciting, and they'll continue on once a month as time progresses. Now, some other things that are going on. We've got something that's not really car scene related. I'm going to be hosting in July Bristol's largest game of Limbo. Now, if you remember back in the days when I used to do the meets, we had car limbo come in. Now, I never started it. You know, this has been going on for years, way before I was even born, I would imagine. But I got a limbo set made up, and I do have one sat spare. So we're going to use that this summer to go and take over the centre of Bristol, not with cars, but with people, and do a fatty game of limbo in the sun with some music, with some good vibes. And everyone's welcome to that. So that is in July. I'll confirm weekends. I'm going to put more posts up this week, but that is something that's going to be cool. Just imagine all of us lot shutting down. It is going to be literally the centre of Bristol, shutting down the centre of Bristol with that limbo game, all those people involved, it's going to be madness. So that is something else to come as well. And along with that, I've got to organise it, but I'm also hoping to host Bristol's biggest slip and slide. Now, if you don't know what slip and slide is, who even are you? I'm really joking. A slip and slide is basically where you set up like a tarp on a hill, you'll cover it with soap and everyone slides down it, that sort of thing. So I'm also going to be hosting that in Bristol, and that will be big, and that will also be on a decent hill, and everyone's welcome to come. So, you know, again, in previous times I did one before and it was very successful, so I'm going to be doing that again. So I'm going to organise both of those I just said over the summer to do something that's not just car related, which is awesome. So that marks the end of this week's update. Not too much going on, but I'm going to tell you now, the next 2 or 3 months are going to be mad, and there's a lot happening. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys very